What's up, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Toy Room Tour right here on the Slam Sessions Network on YouTube. I'm your host, Albert Albanese, as usual, and we're back in the Toy Room. So this week's going to be a little bit of a different kind of an episode because it's a little bit of a hybrid episode. So the idea was that I actually placed a pretty decent sized Amazon order, got a couple of Amazon figures on sale. So those will be first up in the What's New in My Collection section of this episode. This was a pretty big week for me, purchase-wise. I actually have 3 other things I'm waiting on right now that are on their way to be shipped, and I'll probably have to wait until next week to review them because they're actually due to be here tomorrow. So next week should also be a pretty decent size week in purchases. So, I mean, we're talking about our purchases. I guess we may as well get there. So let's get started. So our first purchase this week is this Ultimate Edition Bill Goldberg. So this is the WCW version of Goldberg. As you can see, it comes with the WCW United States Championship and the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. It also comes with, as you can see, some additional hands. He's got the C grips. It looks like, no, wait, those aren't C grips. Those are, the number 1 fingers. And then he's got the closed grip hands. And then he's got the smoke breathing out of his head scan, and he's got the screaming scan. He's got the normal scan on. This is a really, I mean, look, this is as toyetic as you can get for a Bill Goldberg figure. I mean, Goldberg wasn't the most toyetic guy in the world. Black trunks, and that was pretty much it. You know, Austin at least had like some iconic shirts and stuff. This was Goldberg, but this is probably the definitive version of Goldberg. Let's see what we have on the back here. See on the side, we got his face, and then on the back, as you can see, he's breathing fire over there and got the title on. And I guess this was a fan takeover poll, so it was WCW August '98. That's the one that won out over 2 WWE Goldberg figures. So yeah, there you go. That's the Goldberg Ultimate figure, and I like this. It's the definitive Goldberg. You know, I have the Goldberg out right now. That is the one that came with Bret Hart. I'm probably going to switch that up and put that somewhere else. Put this Goldberg out and maybe put that one in another display somewhere. But this is it. This is the definitive Bill Goldberg. This is the best one you're going to get. So I'm glad that I was able to add this one into my collection. So in a classic case of bad timing on my part, I purchased this Queen Zelina figure because I don't have an Elite Zelina Vega for my collection. The Zelina Vega I have in my collection is actually a basic, so I wanted to upgrade to a Elite figure. This is a great figure. It really is. Look at it. She's got her gear looks really good. She's got the crown. She's got the scepter. She's got different hands. The scan is really good. It's a great figure. But they just announced that LWO 5-pack that I'm going to get. And I'm going to want that one. So maybe I'll just keep Zelina with the LWO on my Raw shelf. And then I'll keep this one on with the rest of the women. But this is a super, super cool figure. Let's look at the back of the box. This is obviously the career highlight was when she was Queen of the Ring. She defeated Dujop at Crown Jewel to become the first ever Queen of the Ring. She was also the tag team champion at the time. Unfortunately, the title isn't included, but it's on the back of the box, which I always hate when they do that. Like, you're going to do that, just include the title with it. That would be cool. I only have one women's tag title. But yeah, I love this Zelina Vega figure. I'm actually really glad I got it because it's a really nice figure. And next, this is going to be a little bit of a longer video because we're actually going to unbox these Kenny Omega and Adam Hangman Page AEW Unrivaled Collection 2-pack right here. This is awesome. So as you can see, I wanted to show you guys in the package. I'm actually going to take this out here so we can actually see the whole thing. But I wanted to show the packaging off first. This is obviously Adam Hangman Page with the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Kenny Omega with his title. The face scans on both of these guys are really good. The detail in the championships are really good. I like the way that, the gear looks. I'm not like a gear nut where I know exactly what they wore at the time, but it looks pretty good. Again, one of the things I don't like is, okay, this is like supposed to be look like an Elite set or something like that. Hangman's wearing a vest in the packaging. Why wouldn't he wear a vest on the figure? But I digress. I mean, it's the same thing with the Zelina figure. They put the title on there. Why not just put the title with her? But anyway. All right, so we got one side, Adam Page and Kenny Omega. It's actually on both sides. I think we showed the Kenny scan over there. And then the back, really cool picture of Adam Hangman Page and Kenny Omega winning the tag titles. And again, in the photo, he's wearing trunks, but he's wearing pants on the figure. See, it's just like, man, if you're going to do that, like, put it from that match that you're putting it on there. I don't know. Weird choices to me when it comes to boxes and stuff like that. But, yeah, I like the packaging. It looks great. This is such an awesome picture. Maybe that's why they wanted to use it. But super awesome here. And there we go. That's the figures. And let's see how they look outside the packaging. Let's see. All right, so here we go. They're unboxed here. And here we go. We got Adam Page here. He's got the pointer hand. He's got the AEW Tag Team Championship, and he comes with a pitcher, and he also comes with a cup, and he's got an alternate C grip hand for that other hand to take care of the pointer. He's got the fringe on the pants, which are really cool. Take a look at the back. It's got Hangman on the back. Like I said, I really like that he's got the fringe on the and it's molded onto the figure, which is awesome. Really, really sick paint app here. I like the design down the pants and then on the boots. Really, really cool. It's a really sick Adam Page figure. This is really awesome. I love it. Over here we've got Kenny Omega. So Kenny looking great too. Excellent gear choice again for Kenny too. Obviously he also comes with the AEW World Tag Team Championship and 2 alternate C grip hands. You can see he's got the open hand and he's got the pointer hand just like Hangman. The gear and the boots are really good. Let's take a look at the side. And there's the back. Got the kick pads on. And the kick pads, you can see they're molded. They're not molded onto the other part of the figure. They're actually molded to just this portion of the figure, which is kind of cool. I like that. So yeah, super nice. Kenny Omega and Adam Hangman Page here. Really look even better out of the packaging, and I can't wait to figure out what I'm going to do with them in the collection right now. And we also have the Target exclusive Legends Mr. Perfect. This is a great figure. As you can see, it comes with the Intercontinental Championship, but also the singlet is actually, if you notice, rubber. So you can actually pull the singlet down if you want to, put the straps down. He's got the black in the back. He's got the IC title, the old school IC title on. I know what you guys are probably thinking. Albert, every time you do these reviews, you always make sure that they're in the box first. Well, there's a little story behind why this is being unboxed. I got this in the mail, and my goddaughter has now kind of become, I don't want to use the word obsessed, but she's starting to really like wrestling figures. I guess it's just because of the way they move and stuff. Her Barbies and her other toys don't move the same way. So as soon as she saw this and I took it out of the box, I had to unbox it. So I still have the rest of it over here. He comes with the towel, and he comes with some extra hands. So we'll end up probably putting the towel over his shoulders, and we'll put the extra hands on, or we'll maybe change them out. But this is really cool. This is actually one of the best Mr. Perfect figures I think they've ever made. And I think I'm actually going to take down my other Mr. Perfect one, kind of put this one in there, or I might just put this one in the new gen era shelf, because I think that's technically what this figure is depicting. If we take a look at the box, on the back it says, "Nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody." All right, so it doesn't give us an exact time period. He's absolutely perfect. Series 20. Yeah, so it doesn't give us a specific time period of what this figure is depicting, but I think I can get away with getting him on the new gen era setup, maybe even the Raw setup. I had to just see how long he had been in WWE and figure out what the best place for him is. But I really do like this Mr. Perfect a lot. All right, so the first update that I made was to the SmackDown shelf. As you can see, there's Kevin Owens on that shelf, as well as the new Zelina Vega that I just got. Put her up there with the rest of the LWO. So I think these guys look pretty good here. I have a little hole here because I think next week I'm going to get somebody to fill that hole. I'm not going to say who it is yet, but there's a little space in there, so that kind of works out. But yeah, I think Zelina looks great here. I think she looks great with the LWO, and I'm glad that we have that as representation right there for the LWO. But we're getting that big 5-person LWO Elite box set, and I can't wait to get that in hand to replace these guys with them. But as of right now, this is an awesome setup for the LWO and the newest member of the SmackDown roster, Kevin Owens. So as you can see, the brand new Bill Goldberg that I just recently got is up here now. He took place of the other Bill Goldberg on the WCW shelf. I'm going to inch him over just a hair. There we go. So there he is. It kind of hides Ric Flair in the back, which sucks. I'm going to try to turn Nature around a little bit so he's a little bit more visible. But this is the definitive Goldberg, holding up both titles. I think he looks super duper badass. You know what? Instead of maybe putting him that way, maybe we'll put him this way. Maybe that opens up a little bit. Yeah, you can see Flair a little bit better back there now. So yeah, so there we go. There's that new Bill Goldberg Ultimate. I think this looks awesome here. WCW versus NWO shelf. Looking super cool. And I love the way Goldberg looks here. Okay, and the next change that I made was to this shelf over here. I know I say this weekly. I'm supposed to be taking this shelf apart. But you know what? There's just so many cool figures that I want to get out there. So the first one that I did is I put Greg the Hammer Valentine up here next to the Honky Tonk Man, so that I have Rhythm and Blues together, just like I have the Dream Team together in the corner. And then I put out this Dynamite Kid with Davey Boy Smith here to form the British Bulldogs. This figure fits in so well. It's a little bit glossier than the Mattels, but man, it looks so good next to Davey. The gear looks really good together. I wish I kind of you could see him a little bit better underneath. You can see the gear underneath there, but it looks super awesome. I love the way it looks now with Davey Boy there. I decided to put this Mr. Perfect up here because I have the announcer Mr. Perfect up with the New Gen guys. I don't know if Mr. Perfect ever came out of the Raw stage. If he didn't, please somebody let me know, because then I'll take him down. But as of right now, he's going to stay here for the time being. And that's it for this edition of the Toy Room Renovation. Thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully by next week, I know for a fact, next week I'm going to have a monster week in purchases, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to hopefully have a pretty decent sized week in, just kind of getting some things a little bit more organized. And then I'm going to kind of see how my spacing looks. And then I'm going to see exactly what I need to do, see how much I need to do. And hopefully by next week, I actually might have a pretty decent idea of what exactly I need to do and where everything needs to go. So hopefully I can game plan pretty well and get things done. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for all the likes and the subscriptions and the shares. Each and every one of them mean the world to me. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks as always.